Thursday evening, I attended a meeting with the county regarding recreational improvements here at Island View Park. I'm here on this rainy day to give you a little idea of some of the things that were discussed. There was not a lot of attendance. You guys could have been there and put in your input, but I did the best I could to represent what I thought was the community on things I thought would be beneficial here. This is strictly, we're talking about recreational improvements, and bathrooms are improvements but not recreational improvements, so they fall under what they say is second. And the rule with the recreational improvement grant money that they're getting, improvement grant money that they're getting, is 51% or more of it has to be on level 1 recreational improvements, and for some crazy reason restrooms are considered level 2, so they would have to be in the second of that 49%. Over here in this area, a couple things are being talked about. Here, possibly a picnic pavilion. Here, possibly a playground area. Here, possibly a dog park. These are things that were discussed. This is the east end of the park. And as you guys know, right now we got one porta potty, and it's supposed to be accessible, but it's pretty tight to try to get a wheelchair in there. It's like you got to park your wheelchair outside. And then straight down here, there is kind of a walkway. I'm not going to get out because the car is raining and I'm not going to get out. But straight ahead over here, there was some discussion of putting a ramp for kayaks and paddle boards. There will not be a motorized boat ramp because the water is too shallow and it's just not conducive for that. So that's one of the things that was brought up. Then next, I mentioned that a lot of people like to come here and love the fact that they can be over the water. Let's get a little windshield action. Like to come over the water and be out there on the docks and enjoy it, but not everybody's a fisherman. These piers are great for fishermen, especially the ones there where the finger piers where there are no railings, so you can throw a cast net without having to worry about doing it over a railing, which is awesome. The covered swings will stay, of course. This little pavilion area will stay. And then I was talking about if they could consider putting another dock for sunseekers, sunbathers, people that want to be out there without being in the way of the fishermen and without getting a hook in your eye. That was another issue that was brought up. Now here is a stormwater runoff pond over here on this end of the park, and there was some talk about improving this, filling this pond, I guess somehow making this a more workable area. And I did also advise Mark Curenton, this county's assistant planning director, that in this area, if you walk around there is still some construction debris and storm debris left over, so it's kind of tricky to walk around, and hopefully they can maybe put a layer of something on there to protect people, so if they fall or trip or whatever. But that was basically what went down. If I think of anything else, I'll add it to this report. This is Debi Jordan coming to you live, Island View Park.